modern masih kekalkan adatnya. Dihormati, disayangi, disanjungi wanita hari ini.
Assalamualaikum, good morning, Salam Malaysia Madani. Welcome back to our discussion table where we will discuss about the hot statement that is being argued by most of the majority of the public currently. For today, our top headline is Money Cannot Buy Happiness. I'm Quiz Patricia, your moderator for this very day. First of all, allow me to introduce our fellow panels. We have on my right side, Madam Siti Amira Rauda, a successful businesswoman and owner of Ira Beauty. On my left side, Ms. Nur Azra Zakaria, a representative student from KPMSI. And next to her is Madam Badrina Fatihah, a representative from World Health Organization, WHO. Money is a universally accepted medium of exchange that is used in economic transactions. Money comes in various forms, including coins, digital currency, banknotes, and even commodities like gold or silver. Its primary functions are to facilitate trade, serve as a store of value, and provide a common measure of worth in an economy. But does it stop right there? Let us ask the first panel, Madam Amira. Do you agree with the statement, money cannot buy happiness?
Thank you, Quiz Patricia, with the moderator for today for that insightful opening. What will I say is, I agree with the statement of money cannot buy happiness. As money can buy house, but not home. Money can buy you clock, but not time. Money can buy you book, but not knowledge. And money can buy you a date, but not love. I heard this from Frank Rawat. He stated that money can buy material stuff, you can show it off. But how much it care for us is like where we put the price tag of it, which is basically priceless. I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Amira.
Let's move on to the next panel, which is Ms. Azira. Can you share your point of view regarding this issue?
Thank you, moderator. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all the panelists today. My name is Nur Azira binti Zakaria. I'm a representative of student from KPMSI and have a financial problems. I'm so glad to be the one of the guests here. As our moderator said just now, the topic is that money cannot buy happiness, and I disagree with this statement because from my point of view, as a student, I have experienced a lot of situations that make me feel sad. Money does buy our happiness. So, without money, some people will treat you like a trash because in this generation, most people will be selective with who they want to be friends and who they want to find a partner. The first choice would be picked is the rich one. I don't have a lot of friends because maybe I come from poor family, but it's just a small matter because I don't even care. A Malaysian man has shared his post experience anonymously on Twitter confession page. In his post, he said, "It's sad because when I go to school, I can only bring a bottle of water and buy 50-cent sambal bread during recess. Most of the time, I don't even eat. I just sit in the library alone. This shows that without money, we can't even afford to buy food for ourselves." In my opinion, some people would love to reward themselves when they got an A for the examination. For example, as a student, I would like to buy a delicious food as a reward, but I don't have money, so there is nothing I can do. This small thing can also bring my happiness.
Thank you, Ms. Azira, for the sharing. Next, we will have our last panel, which is Madam Badrina. Would you mind sharing your experience and thought on this issue?
Thank you so much, moderator. I'm Badrina Fatihah, representative of World Health Organization. The topic itself is interesting, which is money cannot buy happiness. I agree with that statement. As a welfare of WHO, I can say that most people who have mental illness disorder come from wealthy backgrounds. This point shows that happiness cannot be bought.
Based on our research in 2021, financial wealth does
someone of a happy life. Before this, personally, I find it odd that people who have a lot of money often experience mental health issues. Our organizations do research and find it that it happens because money is important to them, so they're always thinking about how to make it more and how to retain onto the money they already have. This leads to a continuous state of stress and anxiety.
In fact, the continuous pressure to maintain their wealth can be effect on their mental well-being, lead them to neglect other aspects of their life such as relationship and personal fulfillment. The pursuit of material wealth may lead to a sense of emptiness and a lack of purpose as it fails to provide genuine satisfactions and happiness.
Oh, thank you, Madam Madrina. For me, I think money does make us happy. I've never heard of anybody getting sad after receiving money. In fact, when people ask you, will you be happy if your salary increases? The short answer is definitely yes, without hesitation. However, a quote from Nadine, money contributes to happiness when it helps us to make basic needs. But the research tells us that above a certain level, more money doesn't actually yield more happiness. Basically, he is trying to say that the more money doesn't make you happier. For some reason, I think the fact that we only have nothing other than money makes us feel less happy. Because we human is very familiar with the word ungrateful, so that we do not see what's in front of us. We only look at the things that other people have that are not ours. Commonly, forbidden fruit tastes sweetest. Nevertheless, I cannot agree more if I were to say that money do actually lessen the misery and cheer us up more or less. The next question that I would like to hear answers from Miss Dira would be, if you were to choose between having an unlimited amount of money or having unlimited amount of time to spend with your loved ones, which one would you choose?
As I mentioned earlier, that people treat me so badly, so I would rather have an unlimited amount of money. However, I can still spend my time with my loved one. When I have money, I can treat my family by buying them a gift, giving my parents and siblings some monies, and treating them to a dinner at a restaurant. I will try to help someone who is in need and cannot afford their basic necessities like food and some cash with the money I have. I'm pretty sure we can help people and give money to the homeless if we use our own money wisely.
Madam Madrina, do you agree with Miss Dira, or do you have any objection? It would be so good if you could voice your idea.
Firstly, I respect Ms. Azira's choice, but I personally disagree. I believe that spending an unlimited amount of time with loved one is more valuable than having unlimited money. While financial stability is important, the moment and memories created with families and friends are truly priceless. Even the wealthiest individuals can feel unfulfilled and isolated without those meaningful connections. Family and friends doesn't need money.
Like you mentioned earlier, perhaps they need your time and support. Moreover, the act of helping others in need, from my personal view, isn't just about the money we can give, but the empathy, kindness, and connection we build while helping those less fortunate.
Okay, thank you for this sharing.
Next, Madam Amira, from experience stated, what are your beliefs in situations where people with a lot of money are not happy despite their wealth?
That was a very good question, moderator. I, as someone who in this situation right now, will see that you guys may know me as someone who background is someone wealthy family. But you guys may not know that I was born in poverty. When I grew up, we don't really have much money, and sometimes we need to survive. Our daily life is basically a survival life. And when I grew up, it's all become different. Right now I have my own money, I have my own house, I have a good family around me. It's just that you guys may think I love the way I am right now.
If I can make a choice, I would love to go back to where the time I have nothing in my life. We may don't have enough money, we may don't have enough food to eat, but at least I still have my family. Like, my family divorced because of money. My siblings ago because of money, because of the house. And I could say that yes, money do buy my happiness during that time. But money too the one that took my happiness away.
Okay, thank you for sharing your story with all of us today. I'm sure that it can be lesson for other people. Okay, so any of you would like to add anything?
Sorry to interrupt, I have some words to say. I'm also doing a research on financial stress and mental well-being. Research by AKPK found that financial stress among Malaysian working adults has increased by 35% since the pandemic began in 2020. It was true because during the pandemic, when people were in quarantine from going outside, they became more stressed and worried about their finance because they could not go to work. The biggest problem that they are facing is loss of incomes because quarantine measures, lockdowns and restrictions on movement led to the closure of many business and workplace. As a result, a significant number of people either lost their jobs or experienced reduced working hours. This loss of income directly affected their ability to meet financial obligations such as rent or mortgage payments, utility bills and loan repayments. Without money, it can make people overstressed because they need to think about their finance all the time to buy their needs, food and so on. That's all.
That was a very good point, Ira. As we know, COVID is such a hard time for all of us, especially the unfortunate ones. And I believe that, even though it may be privileged for me to saying this, but I could say that everything that happened have a reason behind it. So I would say myself that COVID is the time for us to learn to have a safety money or having another alternative if I cannot work. We're getting insurance or something like that. And I could say like during COVID time is a time for us to learn and not make the same mistake if we having a second pandemic in the near time.
Actually, for me, it's how we as humans to receive the money. Not all the people from wealthy background shares the same values or attitudes towards money. People who come from unfortunate families still can hard work to get comfortable life. To conclude, is how humans perceive money in the life.
And actually, I agree with Bud and Dira statement. It was a very insightful and eye-opening for me as someone who doesn't live in Dira's situation. I feel like I see something new in my life. I see some new knowledge for me. And I will conclude that all of us we can agree, money cannot buy happiness, but in order to be happy, you need money.
It's true. Certainly, there are things that money cannot buy in this world, such as love, time, safety, and health, and many more. Still, it depends on how each of us interpret the definition of happiness. For sure, everyone has their own different perceptions towards something. With that said, I'm going to conclude our today's dialogue. Okay, thank you for all of your attention and for being part of our community today. Your contributions, discussions, and respect for one another are what make this forum thrive. We look forward to seeing exchange of ideas and knowledge continue in a positive and respectful manner.
If you ever have any question or concerns or any suggestion, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, the moderation team. Together, we can ensure that this forum remains an informative, supportive and enjoyable space for everyone. Have a great time discussing and sharing with your fellow members. I'm Christian Batisha. Hope to see you again next time.
Wanita hari ini